One of the real problems with the museum sector at the moment is the emphasis on audience and numbers. That quite often when you have discussions with people, and look, I'm guilty of it as much as anyone, people will say, how's your show? And you'll say, well, I've nearly sold out the book, you know, or we've had a lot of people through. But quite often, what does that actually mean? And if that's the method by which museums are being funded, is that necessarily the best method? Is numbers, you know, the Biennale to me is becoming almost too big, but every year it seems to be this emphasis on this year was bigger than last year, and next year will be even bigger. I think it's about the quality of the experience. I quite often go back, I listen to a lot of music and I'm interested in sort of popular music, and I love that idea of, you know, nobody really saw the Velvet Underground, but everybody did, that they started a band. I sort of like to think maybe art could be something like that. And maybe art isn't for everybody. That's the other thing too, which is quite difficult. And from a curator working in a public institution, may not be the right thing for me to say, but some things are difficult. Some things take time. Some things you may not understand when you see them. Some things you may not like. I talk to young curators, they don't know anything about art history, but if you say, you know, who did Documenta in 1987? They'll say, oh, that was such and such. And, you know, they know all that stuff. They just don't know anything about art.
So what made that flip happen?
The professionalisation of the industry to a certain extent. And this, again, another unpopular thing to say, I think universities have something to answer for pumping out all of these arts admin students and curatorial students, because they're not going to get jobs, but they all of a sudden you can't get a job, so all you do is just sort of study yourself. You become an anthropological curator, studying other curators. That's sort of, it's this vicious cycle. Yeah.